A feature report on protesters transforming Picasso's art into a call for action on Palestine. Assalamu alaikum and good evening. This is Muslim News Canada on Muslim Network TV. I'm Aisha Ashraf. The Michigan chapter of the Council on American Islamic Relations is seeking an investigation into the University of Michigan's compliance with Title VI of the Civil Rights Act. The council has filed a complaint with the U.S. Department of Education. The move follows a leaked audio recording of university president Santa Ono. In the audio, Ono can be heard saying the response to Islamophobia is unbalanced due to external pressures. The council says there is a need for the university to uphold its obligations. The group says there should be a safe environment for all students, free from hostility based on religion or ethnicity. The council's staff attorney, Amy DeCour, has urged the university to prioritize student safety over political pressures. Director of Safe Spaces, Zaina Jadallah, says the institution can no longer ignore the challenges faced by Muslim, Arab, and Palestinian students. Activists from the group Youth Demand have replaced Picasso's iconic painting, Motherhood, with a photograph depicting a distressed mother in Gaza and her injured child. The painting was replaced at the National Gallery in London, United Kingdom. The group says the action is meant to draw attention to the ongoing violence in Gaza. It is demanding an arms embargo on Israel. The demonstrators, Jay Haleh and Monday Malachi Rosenfeld, poured red paint on the gallery floor to symbolize the bloodshed. Haleh says direct action is our duty as young people. After 1 year of genocide, Israeli forces continue their offensive in Gaza. At least 6 Palestinians have been killed yesterday, primarily in northern Gaza. The United Nations has been compelled to close shelters and hospitals due to the ongoing 6-day siege. 4 civilians have been killed in an airstrike in Khan Yunis. 16 Palestinians have been targeted near Yemen Al Said Hospital in northern Gaza. Witnesses describe horrific scenes, including charred remains of victims. Reports indicate women and children are among the casualties. The Israeli army maintains a tight blockade around northern Gaza, cutting it off from Gaza City. In the occupied West Bank, Israeli forces have shot and killed 4 Palestinians. The military's operations in Lebanon have resulted in additional fatalities. 5 civilians have been killed in Wardaniyeh and 5 paramedics in the Tyre district. In Gaza, at least 42,010 Palestinians have been killed since October 7th. 97,720 are injured. A report in the British medical journal The Lancet estimates the death toll in Gaza could be as high as 186,000. The report was published in July. Israel faces accusations of genocide at the International Court of Justice for its actions in Gaza. Canada is stepping up its support for Lebanon. It will add an additional $15 million to its humanitarian aid package in response to Israeli aggression. With this new allocation, Canada's total humanitarian commitment to Lebanon reaches $25 million. International Development Minister Ahmed Hussein says the funding will enable Canadian and international aid groups to deliver essential services like food, water, and emergency health care. Hussein says there is a dire situation in Lebanon. More than 2,000 lives have been lost, including 2 Canadians. The humanitarian coalition is urging Canadians to donate, emphasizing the massive humanitarian needs. Global Affairs Canada has facilitated the evacuation of nearly 1,050 Canadians from Lebanon. They're calling for citizens to leave as the conflict continues to escalate. The William Osler Health System in Bramton, Ontario has issued a public apology. The news comes after the hospital staff shaved the beard of an 85-year-old Sikh patient without consent. Joginder Singh Kaler and his family say his religious beliefs have been violated. Kaler says he was not conscious. When Kaler's family was contacted, they refused to give consent. CEO Dr. Frank Martino and Board Chair Pardeep Singh Gill acknowledged the lapse in cultural care. They promised to implement changes to prevent future occurrences. The World Sikh Organization commends the apology. However, the group says there is a need for improvements. They are urging hospitals in Bramton to uphold the cultural values of diverse communities. A new documentary, So You Want to Be a Muslim, explores the complex decisions to convert to Islam in contemporary Western society. It has been produced by Canadian filmmaker Hoda El-Atawi. The documentary is set to premiere on October 20th. It introduces 5 North Americans who have embraced Islam. It narrates the rewards and challenges of their journeys. The documentary chronicles the 8-year evolution of its characters. It includes the characters of Barbara, a former Anglican minister in training who finds a new calling as a military chaplain. The second character is Stephanie, a millennial activist who balances her Muslim identity with her previous lifestyle. Rima is a culturally Jewish woman. She faces familial prejudice upon embracing Islam. Janae and Eli are an African-American couple who navigate the expectations of their newfound faith. El-Atawi says she aims to challenge stereotypes and promote understanding of Islam through these personal stories. A new Indigenous spirit garden has been opened in Toronto outside City Hall. The space has been built using $24.9 million. It aims to honor residential school survivors and deepen the understanding of Indigenous culture and history. A limestone turtle sculpture can be seen at the center of the garden. It is designed by Anishinaabe artist Solomon King. The sculpture is surrounded by cultural elements from First Nation, Métis, and Inuit traditions. Elders and survivors have expressed hope that the garden will promote awareness of the diverse Indigenous communities in Toronto. Mayor Olivia Chow says the space is a permanent memorial for reflection and cultural celebration. The garden is accessible to all. That's all from our Toronto studios. Thank you for watching Muslim News Canada. We are a community channel dedicated to bringing you stories you can trust. Please like, share, and subscribe to our content. You can also comment to let us know what you think of our coverage. You can donate now by visiting muslimnetwork.tv/donate. For more content, keep watching Muslim Network TV.